Hello friends, good to see you. Welcome to today's project of making one of my childhood favorite drinks into a creamy soft frozen treat. Is it ice cream? Is it gelato? Is it a sorbet? Or even a sherbet? I'll let you decide later on. Call it whatever you want, I call it addictive. Just look at that smoothness. I was born in Malaysia and grew up there. I know a brand called Pokka very well, as they also have other flavors, including in their range such as mango milk, banana milk, kurma milk, rose milk, and cookies and cream. I introduced this to Jess a while back, and it too has become one of her favorite drinks. Whenever I'm in an Asian grocery shop and I call her and say, "Can I get you anything?" she would say without hesitation, "Get some melon milk." This is a product of Singapore, my home country neighbors. Ooh, and guess what? Let's see over here. The distributors are based in Malaysia. Let's open one can and I will show you what it looks like on the inside. To be fair, the color isn't that attractive, as it looks like a dull, matte grayish green, but the flavor is absolutely creamy and refreshing. This and some ice, that's the way to go. We would have to add some ingredients to make it possible to transform this into a scoopable frozen dessert with a great creamy consistency. You simply cannot just pour this into an ice cream machine and expect a great outcome. It would be very icy. Let's start by making our base. I'm going to call this the ice cream base, but there is no cream here, so it's not really an ice cream. In a small pot, pour in 356 grams of water. Next thing that you'll need is light corn syrup. This one comes with vanilla. That is always a plus point. Melon and vanilla are friends. Vanilla and milk are friends. Now, let's introduce them all to one another. The corn syrup is used to soften texture, add volume, prevent the crystallization of sugar, and to enhance flavor. Pour in 38 grams of corn syrup into the water. Put that to one side for now. Next, in a small bowl, measure out 285 grams of caster sugar. Another important thing to add is dextrose. Dextrose is a simple sugar similar to glucose. We want the power of sugar, but without the super sweetness of sugar. Sugar helps to control the freezing temperature, so it doesn't freeze to a solid block and does make it unscoopable. This helps to make the ice cream softer. And that's why I said we want the power of sugar, but without the sweetness of sugar. And dextrose is the way to go. Pour in 95 grams of dextrose powder into the bowl. The other important aspect of ice cream, or gelato or sorbet making, is a stabilizer. A product such as this, which is super Neutrose, is a special stabilizing agent for sorbets and ice creams that contain a lot of water. This over here corrects the mix's viscosity, improves the smoothness and delicacy, and delays the product from melting. This product, which is super Neutrose, comes from Louis Francois, a brand that I use a lot in a professional kitchen. This kind of product is worth it if you are an enthusiast of ice creams and gelatos and sorbets. Getting this product would help you in the long run. This is very powerful stuff, so we will only need about 2 to 5 grams per kilogram or liter. To be precise, I'm using a micro scale when measuring small amounts like this. I will be using 9 grams for this project. I'm using nearly twice the recommended dosage because my mixture is pure liquid or mostly water. Pour the stabilizer into the sugar and dextrose mixture. Give that a good mixing with a whisk. Now, bring back the water in the pot and pour in the sugar mixture in a sprinkling motion while you do so and mix at the same time. This prevents lumps from forming. The reason why I do this is to hydrate the stabilizer in the water. Once everything has been mixed in, take the pot over to the stove. While the pot is heating up, the stabilizer would have had enough time to hydrate. We need for it to come to a boil. Once it has boiled, take it off from the heat and pour it into a bowl. You have just made a type of ice cream or sorbet base. We need to cool it down before we do anything to it. Prepare yourself an ice bath. Place some ice and water in a large bowl and place the bowl with the ice cream base on top of it. Move it around and keep stirring. Over time, it will cool down and change in consistency. Let's have a look after 1 hour. The temperature is just under 20 degrees Celsius. It will look like a very weak jelly trying to set. This is the magic texture that will help in your frozen treats, and it will ensure that it will be creamy. Now we can work with it. Pour in 2 cans or 500 grams of melon milk. I will be adding in as well 128 grams of whole milk. The next thing you will need, but is totally optional, is some Honeydew premium fruit syrup. This syrup is also great for making bubble tea or boba tea with. I am adding this in to kick the flavor to the next level. because when something is frozen, it will lose its strength and flavor. Remember, just a little kick. So I'm adding 44.5 grams of this. The next part is very important. You cannot use a whisk. You must use a hand blender or a regular blender. This will ensure that everything is fully mixed together. Now, remember, I wasn't too happy about the color. So, I'm going to boost the color with some green coloring from Dr. Oatker. I ended up using 10 grams of coloring, which is the whole tube. I wanted to match the color of the banner. Another reason for giving it extra color is if you don't, and you process this in an ice cream machine, the addition of air will make the ice cream lighter in color. And you don't want it to be too pale, almost no green at all. So make it slightly overly green. Oh, look. And we're pretty much there. So, if you've been wondering how I'm going to make this into an ice cream or a sorbet, I have a Ninja Creami. No, I'm not promoting the Ninja Creami, and this video isn't endorsed by them. But they make it very easy and convenient for me and the wife to have ice cream nearly every night. Pour the mix into a canister. I am filling the mix just about 1 finger below the fill line. The reason being is that frozen things expand, and I don't want it to expand above the line. So this is just a precaution. Also, this allows it some space during the mixing process of the Ninja Creami. Once all of the mix has been distributed, place them in your freezer. We would need to freeze the mix for at least 24 hours. Say goodnight to them, and we shall return. The next day, let's spin this, or in Ninja wording, let's use the Creamify technology. I'm going to use the gelato setting. If you want a more in-depth video of the Ninja Creami and an awesome coffee gelato recipe, check out the link on the top right corner. My goodness, doesn't that just look smooth? It looks almost like avocado puree. Wait, now there's an idea. Maybe for another video, avocado ice cream. Let me show you how smooth this is with a baby quenelle or a rocher. Let's do a taste test and see what my wife thinks of this. So I've just spun this with the Ninja Creami, Melon Milk Ice Cream, and this is going to be Jess's first time trying this. Well, there you go.
I'm very excited because this is one of my absolute favourite drinks. So if this tastes anything like it, that'll be amazing. The colour is perfect. That's exactly what, like the exact shade pretty much, I think. Oh, that's cold. Wow. That's so strange because it does taste so similar to the drink, but in an ice cream form. Wait.
Okay. Let me have a go as well. This is definitely my childhood turned into a ice cream, or for you Americans out there, maybe a sherbet, which is a sorbet with dairy. But for Jess, a sherbet is a
sugar that you pour into your mouth when you are a child. Usually at carnivals, we get big things of sherbet.
Like a tube.
Yeah, big tube.
Well, probably this is a much better tube for you to enjoy.
That is lovely.
And how do you rate this out of 10?
Probably an 8.2.
An 8.2?
8.2. I do think it could be creamier because it does slightly to more of a sorbet or sherbet. But the taste is fantastic. That's just like a melon milk, but possibly this is even slightly more melony. Honeydew.
Well, I'm pretty pleased with that. And there you have it. Melon milk ice cream. Or melon milk sherbet.
I'm taking this now.
Okay. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey. It was truly enjoyable for us, and it was great seeing you. For those of you who are new, press that subscribe button if you enjoyed what you watch. Hit that like button and leave a comment. What favorite drink of yours would you love to see turned into an ice cream or sorbet? We want to know. In the meantime, take care and bye for now.